Hi everyone, this is Helloangel.design. Today I'm going to show you how to make this round yoke tonic kitty dress. The pattern paper is from Frocks Frolics. I will put the description down below. Click the link and also watch her tutorial. The pattern paper comes with all the instructions that you need, where to notch and where to cut. So if you decide to make it a full dress, it depends on you. For me, I'm making a full dress. And if you decide to add a pocket, you can do the same. You can also attach a hem on the dress. So the pattern paper comes with a lot of instructions, so it's very easy to make. So this is how the pattern paper is. If you like my tutorial, thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching, and let's start sewing. First thing, what you have to do, put your fabric together like this, both the lining. Pin the both armhole, take it to your sewing machine, just stitch 1 centimeter. The pattern paper already include the seam allowance. And you also take the back of the dress, you do the same way, pin the both armhole, take it to your sewing machine and also stitch the both armhole in place. I have stitched the both armhole. This is how it look. And I also go ahead and give the top stitch just to hold the lining in place. The next thing to do is to pleat the front of the neckline. So like I said before, the pattern paper come with instruction where to pleat and where to gather, and make sure that you notch where you're going to pleat, or if you want to gather the neckline. So for me, I'm going to pleat the neckline. So I will take it to my sewing machine right now. Just give it a top stitch up to 1 inch. The next thing to do is to attack the yoke on the neckline. Before you do that, make sure you cut 2 pieces of the yoke, and also for the back you cut 4 pieces. That include the lining. And you will also cut interfacing. Take it to your ironing board and press it on the yoke. So right now you take the yoke and you place it on the neckline. Take your pin, just pin along, and then you come to where you notch. You place it like this, and you also pin it. Come to this other side, do the same thing, and then fix your yoke. So all you have to do, take it to your sewing machine, just start from where the notch is and stitch it all the way to the other side. Make sure that your stitches is 1 centimeter. Once you have done stitching the yoke on the neckline, this is how it will look. The next thing to do is to attach your lining. Place it like this, pin it in place, and take the notch, do the same thing. You do the same thing on the side. Then fix your yoke properly. Once you have done pinning it this way, take it to your sewing machine, stitch it all the way around to the end. Make sure that you fold inside 1 centimeter, and also make sure that where you stitched before, continue from that place and stitch it all the way around. So I'm going to show you how to stitch the yoke. You just put your presser foot, make sure 1 centimeter is being folded in. Place it this way. Back stitch at the beginning, back stitch at the end. So I will just leave my pin because of the yoke. Once you have done stitching the neckline, this is how it will look. The next thing to do is to close the upper neckline. You fold it this way. So you just roll your dress this way. Take your pin along. So take it to your sewing machine, stitch along the upper neckline. Once you're done stitching, this is how the front neckline will be. It's very cute, very beautiful. You see the way. The next thing to do is to stitch where you're going to attach your buttonhole. So these are the 2 pattern paper. You cut right side from the blanket and you cut also the left side. You can see the right side is different while the left side is different. So you cut each pieces. These are the pieces. So what you have to do, place it inside this way. And you take your pin, you pin it in place. And you also take it to your sewing machine, stitch it all the way to the end and stitch it across, stitch it again and stitch it like a box. You can decide to stitch it diagonal, straight, and then diagonal again. So I will show you how to stitch the blanket. So right now I'm going to show you how to stitch the blanket, pin into place the way I showed you before. And make sure when you're stitching, back stitch at the beginning, back stitch at the end. Just take it gradually. So this is the first step. This is how it will look. The next thing to do is to stitch the yoke on the back of the dress. So what you have to do, place it this way where the notch is, put it at the end like this, just the way you stitch the front of the dress. You can see I've marked 1 centimeter. Place it like this. This is how it is. Then take the lining. Place the lining this way. You see the way it is. This way. Put it on top. Then turn your dress. Then take it to your sewing machine. Stitch it all the way to the end. Once you have done stitching the yoke at the back of the dress, this is how it will look. And I also go ahead and just finish this part. So I want to show you how to put them together. So what you have to do, turn your dress like this way, and then roll your dress to this other side. You just roll it. And make sure when you're putting this together, leave a gap about 1 centimeter, just like this, and then pin it in place. So what you have to do once you've done pinning it this way, take it to your sewing machine, stitch across the way to the end, and then stitch across the way to this other end. So once you're done with that, trim a little bit out and then turn the dress inside out. Once you have done stitching the back of the yoke, this is how it is. It's very beautiful. You see how beautiful that is. So the next thing to do is to close the shoulder seam. Place the front of the dress this way. Take your pin along. Take it to your sewing machine, stitch along. Make sure that you're not stitching your lining. Your stitches allowance is 1 centimeter on both shoulder seams. Once you have done with the shoulder seam, you see how it is. It's very beautiful, very cute. So you can go ahead and use hand stitch for the lining. So the next thing to do is to stitch your pocket. If you're going to attach a pocket on the dress, make sure that you cut 4 pieces, both the lining, but I'm using the same fabric as the lining. Take it to your sewing machine, stitch it all around, leave a gap about 1 inch to turn it inside out. I have stitched the both pockets in place. This is how it is. It looks very beautiful. So if you don't know how to stitch a pocket on your dress, there is a link down below. Click that link. That will show you how to stitch a pocket and also how to place it on your dress. So the next thing to do is to close the both side seam. All you have to do, take your dress like this, put the both armhole together, and you take your pin along. Once you have done pinning, take it to your sewing machine, stitch it all the way to the end, and you also pin the other side, and you also stitch it all the way to the end. I have stitched the both sides in together. You see, this is how it is. And I also attach a button on the pocket. The next thing is to hem the dress. If you don't want to attach a hem on the dress, just take it to your sewing machine, fold it one time and then fold it again and give the top stitch. And you also do the same thing on the lining, but make sure that your lining is shorter than the made fabric. As you can see right here, my lining is longer because why I want to attach a hem on the dress, and then when I'm done stitching, I will just stitch all around, turn the dress, and I will also attach a lace on the lining. That is why my lining is longer. So I want a little bit of the lace to show after I finished hemming the dress. So go ahead and hem your dress, or if you want to attach a hem, go ahead and attach a hem on your dress. So I have hemmed the dress. This is how it looks. It looks super cute in the back of the dress. And I showed you before, I will stitch a lace at the lining. This is how it looks, and it will be showing a little bit out. You see how it is. Please subscribe to my channel. If you like the tutorial, thumbs up. Don't forget to click the notification bell so that you'll be the first to be notified. Thank you for watching my video. Have a wonderful day. Bye.